International. It's just before one of the live shows, but for this show I'm going to take you on a behind the scenes look of what's going on. So this might get a little bit crazy, but I want to give you a little sneak peek into this motoring, motorsport, auto fest that takes place in this arena. I've got a couple of things to do: driving the McLaren, a stunt thing with Terry Grant in a TVR with Lee Bowers on a motorcycle. Wait for that because it's pretty cool. Then I get to drive out the Ginetta G55 Super Cup car, and then I'll hopefully be joined by a celebrity later on as well in the McLaren, but that varies show by show. So I want to give you a sneak peek at what's in store. Hopefully by the time this video is going live, there are still some tickets for the final day or so of the show remaining, so you'll be able to take a look. But this is a pretty cool venue. It's a huge stage. This is a crowd of about 5,000 or so people that will be watching it. But I think before this gets started, let's head backstage and take a little bit of a look at some of the cars and the racing cars that are taking part. The McLaren is lurking right there, so that after the shows, when people with paddock passes come out, they can actually come and we can do little meet and greets. Alongside me is the Autograss paddock, so this is sort of grassroots racing and cars with lock diffs, which basically mean they slide around everywhere, which is quite cool. And they do a couple of live races during the show. I drive out at the beginning in the LT Spider, and then I bring it out again later on to drive it around as well. But I've got it nicely cleaned up and looking good. Ready to go out under the show's lights. If I spin round this way, we've got Terry Grant's cars. So he firstly goes a little bit bonkers in his Swift. Then I jump in with him in the TVR. Now this is a pretty cool scene. Well, you're going to see it in a minute with this car and one of Lee's motorbikes as well. One of my co-presenters, Alex, drives out in the Liberty Walk Aventador that we've got right there. It's quite funny actually having the two purple cars. Lee's motorbikes, lots of buggies and things, and then there are loads more cars up that way actually. If I do a quick zoom, you can see we have David Croft, the lead presenter from Sky Sports, drives the AMG GTS, and sometimes Alex drives the DB11. But it's obviously mostly motorsport, this show, not strictly supercars, but nice to have a couple of supercars involved itself. Then after we do this section, I'm then driving in the Ginettas, so the GT4 Super Cup cars. This is Ginetta's sort of one make series car. I take the car from here in the paddock out to the track, ready for two BTCC drivers to go against the clock out in a sort of figure of eight loop kind of thing out there on circuit. So it's quite a lot. It all happens very, very quickly. Obviously, kind of behind the scenes that you won't see too much of. I've got earpieces galore. I have an earpiece coming in with people telling me what's going on, giving cues. And I also have a helmet mic that's set up like over my ear for filming some pieces, and then sometimes I have a handheld mic as well. So I've got to think about an awful lot. And now I'm throwing in the fact that I'm going to be sticking some action cams into the windscreens of the cars that I'm going to be driving while we're doing all of this. Fingers crossed it goes to plan. It should be quite cool to see behind the scenes, and remember this is only kind of a snippet because there's a lot of other stuff as well of what's happening here at the Performance Car Show in the live action arena at Autosport International. We've just had the 10-minute warning and all of the cars are lining up ready to go out for the opening drive-in sequence. The Liberty Walk Aventador over there was just making a huge amount of noise, but in a second I will be jumping into the McLaren ready for the intro. So quite excited, getting ready to go. Okay, so it's time to fire up. You can hear the revving. Everybody's going to be making some noise to get the crowd in the mood. Ready for the start. That's really loud. Got about 2 minutes. I've got them queuing me up. I've got my mic. I'm all set. One of the fun things, so on my cue, I hear the live sort of sound that everybody out there is hearing. But I've got this like most amazing, upbeat, get in the spirit music you can imagine. Right, over to the action. Here we go then, out into the arena.
Well, good afternoon, Birmingham! And welcome to my glamorous co-host, right here in the live action arena, the First Lady of World Motorsport, Alex McQueen, ladies and gentlemen, and the man they call Shmee, the beautiful man in a beautiful car.
Hello everybody, I hope you have a fantastic time at the show today. I'm Alex McQueen. I'm going to be based backstage in the paddock with these drivers and their awesome cars, and I'll bring you
Yeah, now Alex is skipping along because she's managed to blag a bit of a decent car.
Yeah, thanks to Fast Factory.
Not as nice as my car, has to be said, and probably not half as nice as your car, Shmi. Because unlike us two, you've paid for that, haven't you?
Well, unfortunately, I suppose.
The
thing is though, Alex,
for sale though, so
the car's for sale.
not that I'm going to pay for it, but someone might buy it for me.
If anyone wants to buy a Lamborghini with less than one careful owner, go and see Alex in the bar later. Meanwhile, if you want to buy a car that looks like a Quality Street, go and see Schmidt. I mean, it's a beautiful purple thing.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual to have one purple car, let alone two on the same stage.
I love it. If you want a gleaming red Mercedes, you'll have to arm wrestle me for that later, I'm afraid.
Oh, you cleaned it?
What?
You cleaned it?
I have cleaned it.
Earlier when you came in, it was absolutely covered in, grit.
Because I took it for a bit of a rag around the car park, as you do. Shmi, what are you doing in this beautiful live action arena?
So, hi guys, I'm Shmi, and today I'm going to be climbing in and out of some of the cars taking part in the live action arena, giving you a behind the windscreen view on what's going on. Excellent.
Well, get into your car now. Alex, get into your Lambo, please.
All right.
Because I want to start the show off with something a little more noisy than we've had so far. Prepare yourself, everybody, for the sound, quite literally, of 1,000,000 horsepower. Gentlemen, ladies, start your engines! If the next 50 minutes are half as exciting as the last 12 months of World Motorsport, we're going to have a great time, yes?
You cannot believe the adrenaline rush doing this, and I'm sorry I've just been plunged into complete darkness. But knowing what's going on and just being in front of a big crowd, I've not done anything like this ever before. This is my first ever live arena show outside of when Gumball stopped at in Amsterdam and then at Tuning World Bodensee the next year, but you're pounding with excitement. So we get back in, park up, I've got to quickly grab a helmet mic, my camera, my phone, all sorts of things, and line up for the next little thing. Going on.
So I'm about to jump into a TBR with Terry Grant, one of the world's craziest drivers, a man who I've been out in the car with before, up on two wheels, which is quite an experience driving up the runway and back, sitting sort of like leaning halfway down into the floor. But we're about to go out also joined by Terry's new friend Lee Bowers, who is one of the world's craziest motorcyclists.
So you've been out with him before, why are you looking so nervous then?
Well, put these two together and think about what's in store. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. The car's just arriving here, and even more than the normal sort of going out, I'm going to try and shoot my own behind-the-scenes video for my YouTube channel while I'm doing this.
Okay, so we get to see that tomorrow?
Yeah, and fingers crossed I make it back in one piece.
Fingers crossed.
We're already going sideways, man. Not take momentum. Watch out, Terry! Watch out, Terry! Oh, perfect stuff. These guys are just so fun. There we go. Very cool, guys. Very cool. Nice. That was pretty fun.
Well done, boys. Perfect routine. Perfect routine, Lee.
Oh, awesome. So, there were donuts coming. I don't think if I'd had the other kind of donut this morning, that wouldn't have gone down so well.
In fact, we'll buy you a big bag of those for tomorrow. There you go. There's my big bag of donuts.
Eat a donut.
Eat the donuts while we're doing donuts.
Could you imagine? Oh, awesome. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, mate, thank you.
Straight out of the stunt car, and now I'm jumping into the G55. I take this car out for the drivers. Briscoe cars are going round, which is why it's so loud. But let's walk straight in and take the G55 out, line it up, and hopefully I don't stall it. The clutch is difficult. So, belted in, G55, proper race car, single make series. Oh, I really want to drive one of these in an actual race or something, so trying my best to line something up for this year. But
Two stars of the British Touring Car Championship into one of these. The Ginetta G55, as driven by my glamorous assistant Shmi here. What a car!
Yeah, I mean, I get to drive a lot of supercars, but when you get behind the wheel of a proper race car like this, it's something else.
It's proper super, it is what it is. Little birdie tells me you might be racing in the Ginetta series this year, is that true?
If I'm really lucky, I might get to do a race or two.
And if I said to you, you can do it, what would your reaction be, Shmi?
That would be freaking awesome.
So the weirdest thing right now is they're doing their like interviews post-race. I'm sat back in the car with it switched off, ready to take it back in as soon as this bit's finished. They're just revealing the times. Cool. So when instructed, let's fire it back up and drive back.
So let's have a little look behind the scenes in Paddock World, because you haven't really been back here. This is...
At least they did it without stalling, now we're round to the paddock. Oh, it's so cool driving a thing like this because it's just raw, it's real, it feels intense, it feels exciting. So doing something like this for real would just be incredible. Unfortunately, it looks like my route through is completely blocked, so I'm going to have to dump the car somewhere. I can't get it back to its paddock. So we'll work that out.
there's an autograss race on at the moment, but while that's happening, we can have a quick look around the paddock where you've got the rallycross cars from 50 different years, well, 5 different decades. But that 911 is rather beautiful in here. So far, everything's going pretty well for this show. I can't complain, that's for sure. I don't know if you can hear me over the noises of all the engines, but it's such an adrenaline rush doing this.
What was that like?
It's ridiculous.
The idea of it is terrifying, isn't it?
Would you not do that, Shmi?
No, not
If
for
we
me.
paid you money, would you do it?
I don't think so.
She's nodding her head. She's got bigger kahunas than you. Unbelievable.
And there we go, we're out back in the arena. The crowd has left, the show is over, but that was a look at basically what it's like behind the scenes in the live action arena at Autosport. And I've done, well, 2 shows at the point I'm filming this, and we've had about 3 rehearsals, and obviously each segment's been rehearsed. But there are 6 shows tomorrow and 5 shows on the last day. So, well, what, 5 down, 11 more to go, but they are so exciting and it's awesome. So if you guys are here and you're lining these seats at any point, do let me know down below in the comments, because I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been an awful lot of fun for me, and I guess sharing what it's like going on here. Obviously it's very much motorsport and I'm not currently out driving supercars like I normally would for my videos, but I'm here, I am having an amazing time, and it's just fun sharing this with you. So I hope you're enjoying the videos from Autosport. I'm gonna head back now, back to the car, wrap things up for today, and I'll catch up with you again with a little bit more cool stuff, as always, very soon. Cheers!